sensations of his time. He's always been around. You know, Oz Old Stuff, Smooth Criminal, Billie Jean, also the classics. I know, like that's all I know about.
Mike Jack's hit. So what do you think though? What do you think about this Pusha T shit though? What do you think? What do you think is happening? Do you think it was like what kind of beef is this? Is it serious? Is this music? What do you think?
No, it's over, kid. It's over, baby. And some music and shit, and put this in like it's a respect thing, a disrespect thing, back and forth. It's a bunch of shit, but it's more or less rappers at the same time like to put shots at each other for like subliminals, you know, to get out there and get numbers up, to get, you know, people to get interested. So at the same time, Pusha T's been around a long time.
Oh yeah, he's a fucking legend.
So again, it's the whole thing with Drake being on top right now. It's hard to even go against him at all.
It is hard, but he hasn't responded to that. A D-Don, whatever the fuck.
He's made the Doopy freestyle. That's all. I haven't caught up with it lately. Yeah.
Where did you get the Duppy? What is it?
It's a ghost. It means it's a Jamaican term.
Duppy, Doopy, whatever it is.
It's Duppy, like a ghost. That's what I mean.
Well, I listened to it like once, twice, so.
Everybody says Doopy. I hate hearing that.
Fucking Duppy, eh? Speaking of Duppies, Kathleen Gwynn's a Duppy. Her ass is out, you know what I'm saying? She's a ghost now.
Who what?
Doug Ford. He's now the premier of Ontario.
I was just told that.
Damn, see? He's still alive.
I don't know. Like,
he's gonna rape us.
Up today or last week, my cousin and my family, they're all for him. So that's how I keep up to date now. I know he was running and said he was gonna lower taxes. That's what I was told. But that's why I was told that, and why my family's for him. So
I don't know what he's gonna do. I know that the PC party has recently just took a majority seat in the House, which means that the next time Trudeau, which he has 2 more years, he has up to 2 more years before he has to put on an election. Because apparently in Canada, the Prime Minister can have an election anytime he wants. So if the momentum's for him, we'll see them do it after 3 years, right? To keep their shit going. But right now he's fucked. Because they don't have the seats in the House. So if he throws an election and he loses, we will have a PC government in Prime Minister-wise. Anyway, as a leader. And I think that either way you look at it, we're fucked, in my personal opinion. I don't particularly care for anything the Liberals have done. They fucked up a lot and buried us in debt, big time. But then again, people have to remember that it was the PCs who created an environment in the first place with Stephen Harper that allowed for Trudeau and the Liberal government to even be fucking thought of. If the PCs were doing what they were supposed to be doing, they would have never got voted out when Trudeau got voted in. So I don't know what the fuck is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's a double slap. I would personally have liked to have seen the Green Party win, something different. But that wasn't going to happen. You know what I mean? They did get a couple
also, I
seats,
feel like a lot of people who aren't, let me put it this way, for the normal, modern family, right? A lot of them aren't interested. They're ill-informed, propaganda, stuff like that, right? So all they see is a lot of immigrants coming in, this and that, and they get spiteful. So it's a natural thing. And then with, misinformation, it happens. But Trudeau letting all of them in, it's, their countries are war-torn right now. Where else are they supposed to go?
Where are they supposed to go?
Yeah, exactly. So
and it's not like Canada's over-fucking crowded either.
No, that's the thing, though. But it's just people are, how do I put it? It's just like you said, it's nice to see something new, and sometimes people are hard to adapt to change.
Very much so.
Yes.
That's very well put, young man. I like how you're thinking right now on that. That is absolutely true. It's hard for people to adapt and get used to something than something new, right? They're used to old ways, but it's dumb. If you really think about it, all these motherfuckers I see on the internet talking about, go back to your country, we don't want them here.
No,
you're a motherfucking immigrant too, bro.
Exactly.
Unless you're a Native American.
But like I said,
or whatever the fuck they refer to themselves as, Inuits, I don't know.
A lot of modern families, they're not up to date, they're caught up in day-to-day life, so they don't,
You ain't a motherfucking Indian, you ain't no fucking native of here. You're an immigrant too. So you want to talk that shit, go.
I personally think, that the Prime Minister should be Native, to be honest, like actually Native American. Because again, like we came here, but that's,
Well, I don't really give a fuck what the Prime Minister is. As long as he's not fucking with me and mine, I'm gold.
That's just
shit. Why don't you take down some of these goddamn taxes? I look at my bill. I get my fucking.
Well, that's what I heard about Catherine Wynne. That the electricity bills were going up.
My electricity bill is $400, and I have 2 people that live in my motherfucking
And that's what I mean. Like for middle class, it's it always makes working
And it's bullshit. My cable bill comes in. It's $143, but it got $17 fucking dollars And HST, which brings it to $160 fucking now. Every month, that's getting me more money. I'm like, why? What is this HST shit in harmonized sales tax? What is it doing? It ain't doing shit. Are you getting faster fucking waiting times at the waiting room?
Well, no. This is the thing though, is that a lot of people. How do you judge that in a day-to-day life? It's not like everybody's like, oh, they're looking up all the time the different time waits at different places, hospitals and stuff. They're not seeing it physically enough in front of them, so then they go say, oh, the government's not doing anything. I'm sure the government's doing something, but again, for the middle class, they don't see these things because it's not in front of them, like plain.
If people honestly knew where our tax fucking money, and I'm not misinformed on this one, if people honestly knew that 95% of your tax money actually goes back to paying the fucking Canadian Federal Reserve back on the loan that they loan us our money at, the government of Canada. That's what 95%
that's how that works. That puts countries into debt. We keep going into our own, the government gets into debt, they need money, they borrow from the Federal Reserve, and it keeps going in a constant
They use it to pay for the roads. 5% of all that does roads and hospitals and fucking civil servants. 5%. 95% of that fucking tax money goes back to that shit there to pay back the feds. That is fucking insane.
But any money that trickles down is like you take welfare or anything like that, the money that they get, like housing and that, housing for support and that, it's administration. Gets all the money.
All the money.
And we get nothing. We gotta struggle down here in the streets, and they got all these big people putting out surveys, oh, we should do this and that. Well, come and talk to us that are in the front line.
Right. See how we live.
We'll tell you what we need.
That's fucking
not
crazy.
$53 a day.
Let's just hope that these PCs do something different and something better. Because the one thing that they did do, and I had to give Stephen Harper credit for, was he actually balanced the books. When he left, there was no debt. He had it, he had our fucking national budget leveled off. However they do that, because I'm not a financial guy. I just remember them giving him so much credit for balancing the books, and all of a sudden Trudeau came in and just borrow, and now we're billions and billions and billions of fucking right now. So let's hope that the PC party does better. But with that being said, we would like to thank you for coming out. If there's any other things you want to promote or anything like that or put on, now's the time to do it.
Like I said, just go check me out at Borderline, on YouTube channel. Follow me at Official DL Music and on the medias.
June 10th.
June 10th, opening up for Mad Child in Windsor, Rockstar on Central.
Be there or get your head blown off. And we would like to know, are you going to do a little performance for us, play some of your music in the back? Is that going to be something you're going to do?
I don't have my USB here at the moment. I didn't know we were going to do that. But I can do it again sometime, 100%.
Sounds good. Find him on YouTube, Borderline, all the way from Sarnia, Chemical Valley. Thank you for coming out, D. Ill.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.